Yo, what's happening? What's happening? You got Tri-State Logistics, I'm in the building. Tri-State Logistics, I'm in the building, y'all. I usually have my tea lady with me, but she in the shop right now. She's getting worked on. Man, I'm having so many problems out that necklace, man, for real. But anyway, I'm finna give y'all a little pre-trip inspection on how I pre-trip my truck. This is a 2021 Mack MD. It gives me, first off, it gives me 10 miles to the gallon. I can drive almost 11 miles before a gallon even get taken out my truck. The truck runs great. It sounds great. When I close the door, it's like a, you ever been on an airplane? When they shut that door, you can just hear the air seeping out. It do that. This do the same thing. The heat is immaculate. The air is immaculate. All the functions in here is immaculate. It has Jake brakes. I don't ever use them because that tears up your engine. To me, it tears up your engine, to me. I mean, I'll use them if I have to, but I really don't have to because I try not to get something that's over 16,000 pounds. Let's see what else is in here. I got air brake. I got air brake. I got parking brake. I got air brake. I got AM, FM radio, CD player. All my gauges work pretty fine. I can understand them real well. I got lights up here, got speakers in my truck. I even got me a camera now. So just in case I get into an accident, everything all be on file. And this thing runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It just rewind itself. It's a pretty good piece to have. So, you know, I'm just waiting for somebody to hit me. That's all. Because I ain't hitting nobody. All right, now I'm gonna step outside my truck. Well, first off, I got power windows. This right here is for when it's foggy outside, or when my windows, my rear view mirrors is all fogged up. I just hit that button right here. That light will come on, and it'll work on both. It'll work on this one and the one over there. I got left and right moving mirrors. This is my lock and unlock. This is my window down, window up right here. Now I'm gonna step outside the truck, y'all. Yeah, now I'm gonna step outside the truck, y'all.
The pressure was 30.29 inches and rising.
All right, I'm gonna come outside my truck. I'm gonna make sure all my amber lights working. I'm talking about all my lights. I'm talking on this motherfucker. I'm gonna make sure that it's working. You know what I'm saying? If one light ain't working, I am not pulling off this yard. I am not pulling off this yard unless I get that light fixed. I do not need DOT stopping me. That's something I always stress that. I do not want DOT stopping me. All right. So when I come up to the truck, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna check my lug nuts. I'm gonna make sure every one of them is tight, secured, and I'm also gonna check my gear oil, make sure it's at the right level. And I'm gonna check my tire. As you can see, I have plenty tread depth. It's going down to the mark right here on my hand. So I got that much tread depth, so I'm good. All right. So I'm gonna walk around my truck. I'm gonna make sure my truck is all right. It's about time to change that fuel pump right there. As you can see, I'm gonna let it get about right here. I'm gonna let it get about this much more, and I'm gonna change it. You see where it's at? I'm gonna let it get about that much more, then I'm gonna get it changed. But if I go to San Antonio anywhere between now and next week, I will get it changed before I go to San Antonio, because I'm supposed to be doing a route. All right, I'm gonna keep going back. I'm gonna check my I'm gonna check my drive shaft. This long ass piece right here, y'all. That's my drive shaft. That right there need to always be free. Always need to be intact. It need to be oiled. It need to be oiled on a 2-week basis. Every 2 weeks, if you drive your truck every day, you need to oil that every 2 weeks. I'm gonna check the base of my truck. I'm gonna make sure that my base of my truck is okay. I'm checking all that there. See, I don't understand why they put these poles on that right here, because all it's doing is bending that damn metal. That's all it's doing. Wear and tear. But I'm gonna make sure everything is intact. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna check my back tires. I'm gonna hit them like that, make sure they're all right. Inside. This is how I check my inside. And I'm gonna check all these lug nuts right here. I'm gonna make sure ain't none of them loose, cracked, frayed, all that shit. Then I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna look at my back, make sure it's all right. I'm gonna check my amber lights in color. Make sure everything is all right, everything is working properly. I'm gonna check my lift gate. I'm gonna make sure it's working properly. And as you can see, it's working properly. That's right here. See? It works fine. Don't want to have it too much onto this because it's going to eventually make this loose if I keep bumping it up against this. So I try to like target it right. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm going to come on this side. I'm going to check my fluids. I'm going to check my fluids in my truck. I'm going to make sure all my fluids is in order. I can't even see about this one. Let me see. I think I need some fluid in this one though. I think, I'm not for sure. I can't hardly see. But when my tailgate start moving slow, then I know. That's a sign that you need more fluid when your tailgate start moving slow. I'm gonna check these tires. I'm gonna check the lug nuts in these tires. I'm gonna make sure everything is in proper order. Nothing's cracked, broken, or frayed. I hit a tree this morning, and this is it right here. There ain't nothing though. Ain't nothing I can't handle. I'm gonna check all amber lights on this side, and when I come on this side, I'm gonna check that drive shaft again. That's my main piece. I gotta make sure that right there, stay in good condition. You know what I'm saying? That's the drive shaft, people. You gotta make sure that shit is always intact, oiled, and working properly. Never put heavy ass right there where they buckling at, where they come apart at. They come apart at 3 spots, right here, right there, and up there. Try your best. Y'all, try y'all best not to put nothing heavy on them 3 pieces right there. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is memorize it in your head. I'm gonna come on down. I'm gonna check my depth system. And I know I need me a thing for my batteries. I need me a battery box. Somebody stole mine. I'm gonna make sure everything's working properly. And like I say, y'all, I was checking this backwards, so y'all gotta bear with me. Let me turn off my truck so y'all can understand what I'm saying. All right. So what I'm gonna do when I first walk up to my truck in the morning, I'm gonna check and see if I have any leaks. I'm gonna check and see if it's leaning from side to side. That's a sign of a broken leaf spring. That's basic shit. That's what they teach you in school. I'm gonna come up under the truck. I'm gonna look up under the truck. I don't see any leakage. I know I'm all good. I'm gonna go to the left side of my truck first. I'm gonna check the left side of my truck first, and that's gonna have the coolant. It's gonna have the windshield wiper fluid. You're gonna have the starter, and you're gonna have the alternator, all on the left side of the engine of a Mack truck. I don't know about any other truck, but I know on a Mack truck, everything is on the left-hand side. I'm gonna check my windshield wiper fluid. I'm gonna make sure that it's full. As you can see, this is not full, but it's been cold outside. So what I do, I just only put a little bit in here, because if I put a lot up in here, all it's gonna do is crack this case right here. It's gonna crack that case, and I'm gonna have to end up going to buy me another one. Or it's gonna make it swell up. It's gonna make it swell to where it start hitting this sharp shit, then it's gonna start cutting it. I'm gonna make sure everything is intact. Ain't nothing moving, ain't nothing loose, ain't nothing frayed, nothing like that. I'm gonna check my belt. As you can see, my belt is getting worse and worse. As you can see that. But I gotta run until it pop. I gotta keep running until it pop. But once it pop, I'm gonna know what it is once it pop. That belt is not good. It's not good at all. I want it off there, but I mean, I'm gonna give it a couple more turns, and I'm gonna see what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna end up changing it anyway. All right, now I'm gonna go from my belt. I'm gonna go to my what is that called? I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna go to my starter. I'm gonna look at my starter. I can't tell nothing wrong with my starter just by looking at it. I just gotta look at it and make sure that everything is intact, in order. and I'm gonna go to my alternator, and I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna make sure that it's intact. And I see that's a Volvo part. I didn't even know Mack, get Volvo parts. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna make sure everything is intact, in order. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna check these leaf springs right here. They look all right to me. You know what I'm saying? They look A-OK to me. Yep, I'm gonna check the compressor too. This is the AC compressor. Make sure it ain't, acting crazy or whatever. It shouldn't be acting crazy because I don't really use it. I use the heat a lot though. I don't use the AC. I roll the windows down if I use the AC. That take a lot of fuel. Then I'm gonna come to my driver's side of my truck, and I'm gonna check all my hoses. I'm gonna make sure my hoses is intact. I'm gonna make sure everything is intact. I'm gonna make sure I got gear oil on my steering. And when I say gear oil, that's what I'm talking about. Trust me, when you put oil in here, that's a big difference in that steering wheel. That's a big difference. You can tell, trust me. All right, now I'm finna go to my actual engine. I'm gonna make sure that my engine is not leaking. A sign of a leak is like a wet spot. I don't see any wet spots. Like I say, this is a brand new fucking truck, so it shouldn't be any wet spots on here. I mean, it shouldn't be any wet spots on here at all. I'm gonna check my transmission fluid. I'm gonna make sure it's intact. I'm gonna check my oil. I'm gonna make sure I have enough oil and transmission fluid. I'm gonna make sure that I have enough. And I'm gonna check my well, this right here is a transmission fluid, and this right here is a transmission oil. It's a difference, y'all. It's a difference. I'm gonna check all three. I'm gonna make sure everything is working properly. I'm gonna make sure I got a good full amount of power steering fluid. That's what this is. This is just power steering, y'all. It's power steering fluid. They call it something else, but it's really power steering fluid. And I always have plenty of that. I don't never got to worry about going out of that. I'm gonna make sure I check everything, make sure everything is intact. And like I say, I'm gonna check that oil. I'm gonna check the transmission fluid, and I'm gonna check the power steering fluid. And I want all my fluids to be intact, in order, and enough. All right, so I won't have to worry about any of that. So if I break down, I know not to look at stuff like that. That's just something I can look at to see if I see a sign of a puddle or something. And I'm gonna check all in these injectors. I'm gonna make sure that I don't see a puddle. If I see a water puddle or a sign of leakage, it'll sit on these. It'll sit right on top of this engine. Trust me, it will sit on top of the engine. You just have to look for it. You have to really, really look for it. And that's about it, man. I mean, I don't really do too much because I know a lot, so that's all I check. I check all that on my truck. And I keep a count on, when I need oil, anything like that. If I gotta get an oil change, I'm not due for an oil change yet, but I'm coming up on it. All right, so I gave y'all on how I pre-trip my truck. Y'all might do it different. I mean, like I say, I really don't have to pre-trip this truck like I need to, because like I say, I know this truck, I drive it every day. Nobody else drives this truck because it's mine. Nobody else drives it. So I know what to expect when I get in the morning. So like none this week, I won't have to check it no more because I already not checked it. So what I'm gonna do every day this week, I just get it in and go. I ain't gotta check shit. Only thing I really check is when I first come up on the scene, I just make sure I ain't got an oil leak or leak anywhere. That's what I make sure. I make sure I don't have a leak nowhere. Then I haul ass. I don't even really check the engine. So, that's how I check my 2021 Mack box truck. And I'm telling you, she run perfect for me. She's giving me the business. I mean, she's really making it do what it do with me. I mean, plus I got experience, I got the skills. I don't dog her. I take care of her. I take her a bath. She's due for a bath right now. But I got a lot of stuff I gotta do today. And I gotta try to find me a load for the night. So now I gave y'all a little tutorial on how I check my 2021 box truck as far as pre-tripping it. This is how I check my truck. Y'all might be different, you know what I'm saying? But I'm giving you the basic on how you're supposed to check a truck. So just know that, people. Just know that. All right. Today is Tuesday. And it's a good day today. It's supposed to rain today, so I'm roll my windows up. All right, so what I'm gonna do now I know it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be kind of warm outside, so what I'm gonna do now, if it's cold, I usually come around here and I drain my air tanks. And these are I drain them, both of them, that one and that one. I drain both of them at the end of the day. But today, to do that, because it's gonna be like 70 degrees today, so I don't really need to do all that. But that's how I do my 2021 Mack box truck. So if y'all have any questions, I will be posting this up on YouTube, and I will have some more stuff coming soon. But that's how I check my 2021 Mack box truck. Hey man, y'all have yourself a good day. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey, go get you a box truck and make some money, man, because there's plenty of it out here. Peace.